Hey guys, welcome back. Let's just talk about the obvious. I cut my hair. You guys know that for the longest time, I have been really struggling with how dry my hair was, and I've been trying to find all sorts of solutions, but really at the end of the day, I just had to cut it off. So let me tell you a little bit about my haircut. It's definitely much shorter in the back. Let me show you guys. It just sits literally right at the base of my neck, and it's shorter. I have some very short layers, as you guys can tell, and they get a little bit longer as the hair, as it comes down. I left the front longer, and as you guys can tell, this side is definitely shorter than this one. I did that on purpose. I thought it was a little edgy, and I don't know. I like the haircut. It's definitely different for me. I like it. Let me know what you guys think. And that's enough about my hair. Let's go into my favorites. This month, I feel like I have a nice little variety for you guys, and I have 3 brushes that I want to mention. Jax just scared the crap out of me. He literally just came up and put his head on my lap, but I wasn't expecting it, so I'm like, and it's my little baby. Okay, so the first brush I want to mention to you guys is this MAC 135. Don't judge, my brushes are dirty. I will be cleaning them today. I legit have like no clean brushes. So this little guy right here is flat and fluffy. So this is perfect for really bronzing out the face, even chiseling it out a little bit and blending your bronzer out. I haven't used it for anything other than bronzer, but I really do love it. I really do love it. The other brushes I want to mention, they're foundation brushes, and I showed you guys these brushes recently. This is the MAC Oval 6 brush, and this is the Sephora Pro Foundation brush in 66, which they're packed. Their bristles are packed exactly the same. They're both very dense and very soft. Clearly the difference is the size. Disregard this nail. Yeah, disregard this nail. As you guys can tell, I have a little boo-boo on there, and I have to wait for it to dry so I can finish my nails. So I have these 2 brushes that I really love for foundation. So when I first got this one, I was like, this is so weird. And you kind of don't know how to hold it, but once you practice it or use it more, then you kind of figure out what's the best way to apply it. But honestly, it gives you such a smooth blended finish, and it surprises me, like when I go over my blush, I typically just kind of buff around the edges. This one blends everything out so smoothly. It doesn't move any of your makeup, it doesn't move any of your blush, it does not take anything off. It literally just blends everything out. I can say the same thing about this brush. Again, the difference is the size and then the price. This Sephora brush, I believe, is $38, no more than $42. This guy is, I believe, $80. So it is pricey. I like both of them. I feel like they both accomplish the same thing as the Artis brushes. I don't own the Artis brushes, but they're exactly the same as this. And again, they're packed the same exact way. I did a demo for you guys in one of my recent videos where I'm applying my foundation with this, and then I go in with this. It's the same exact finish. It feels exactly the same on the skin. The only difference is the shape and the size and prices. So if you are on a budget and you're wanting something that gives you a really flawless airbrush finish, I would tell you to go with the Sephora collection. If you don't mind dishing out the cash, I would say get you a toothbrush. Get the Oval 6 by MAC. I literally hold it at the base when I do my makeup, but I've heard some people say like their concerns is this really thin part here, like it's going to break at some point. I don't feel that way about it, but I really do love these brushes. I just realized that I have a lot of product. I'm like, oh, it won't be that much. It's a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly just jump in to some eyeshadows that I have been really loving. I bought these a few weeks ago, and these are the MAC Extra Dimension eyeshadows. This color is Sweet Heat. It's just a really beautiful gold shade. It's what I have on my lids today. Let me show you guys what this guy looks like. I'm just gonna do a little swatch my hand. Sweet Heat is just a beautiful like rose gold shade. It's super pretty. I love these shadows because they blend out super easily. They're very pigmented, they're smooth, they're not chalky or powdery at all. This is a Natural Flirt. These remind me of like the texture of the Makeup Forever shadows. If you guys are familiar with them, they are, there's that one, Natural Flirt. They feel like a cream or a gel formula, and then they dry into a powder, clearly. This is Smoky Mauve. Let me show you what this guy looks like. There's Smoky Mauve. And the last color is probably one of my top favorites. And this is Amorous Alloy. I literally just use this on Sunday, and I only used it once because I've been playing with the other ones. Let me tell you guys, look at that. Freaking love it. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. These eyeshadows are very blendable, as I mentioned. They're creamy, they're very pigmented, they're soft. They're perfection, honestly. And I think they're trying to get rid of their pressed pigments, which were some of my favorite, but you could only use them with your hands or your fingers. If you use a brush with it, you would get tons of fallout. With these, you don't get any fallout. I pack them on with a brush, and they're just so beautiful and metallic-y. Love them, love them, love them. Staying just within the shadows, there's a palette that I am super in love with. I use it a lot. I have it on today in my crease, and that's a Tartelette in the Bloom palette. It's so beautiful. The colors are just perfect, and you have anything from warm to cool tones, from browns to reddish browns, from golds to some shimmers. You can actually do this entire look probably with this palette on its own. You would just substitute that MAC shade with this one here, which is Funny Girl. But this palette is perfection. It's so beautiful. It's a great everyday palette. My husband and I are actually going to be going on vacation in April, and that's probably a palette I'm gonna take with me because it's so beautiful. A bronzer that I've mentioned before that I'm going to mention again because it's just so beautiful, I have it on today, is the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light Bronzer. And these are beautiful. They are intertwined with their ambient lighting powders, and you get a mix of ambient lighting powder and the bronzer, so you get this really beautiful natural glow. This is so beautiful in pictures. If you guys want to see some, of my work and people wearing this, go on my Instagram page, and I've used it a lot on Indian brides or women who are, medium to dark tone, and it looks just really beautiful and glowy on the skin. I feel like you kind of have to be very easy with these if you are of lighter complexion, because they could look a little orangey on the skin. So it's not for everybody. I would say it really looks flawless on medium to dark skin tones. Yeah, and that's what it looks like. Really, really love this. Ooh. Just have a few more makeup items, kind of. Okay, so I have two blushes I'm going to mention. I have one on today, and that's NARS Lovejoy. It's one of my favorite blushes. I think anyone can wear this color. It's just a beautiful orangey brown shade, and it has a little bit of a gold iridescence to it. Clearly it doesn't look like I have glitter on my cheeks, but you can see that it's just a little bit of a cooler tone orange shade. And it's definitely really wearable and buildable. So if you're darker, you can definitely, build it up so it's a little bit more pigmented. And then the next NARS blush that I love is probably by far my favorite blush. And it's NARS Madly. This is the only blush I own that I've hit pan on. That and I think luster. But this is such a great neutral, everyday, pinky mauve shade. Jack, stop. Damn, kids are playing basketball outside my house. So this next blush is the only blush I've hit pan on. I lied. I've hit pan on luster. And this is NARS Madly. It's just a really beautiful, soft, everyday, muted rosy pink. I can wear it, and I'm a medium tan. And it's buildable. It gives a beautiful glow to the cheek. It's a beautiful blush that you can just wear with anything. So definitely a staple in my makeup. I have one highlighter this month, and this is the Dior Skin Nude Air Glowing Gardens highlighter, and this is in the shade Glowing Nude. That's what it looks like. I actually have it on today, and the reason why I love this, I've been using it a lot, but the reason why I really love it is because this highlighter is just so finely milled, and it's not like a really chalky or powdery product. It's just very smooth. It glides onto the skin. It almost looks like a cream finish, you know, just kind of blends into the skin, and it doesn't sit on top of the skin, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just really beautiful how it sits, or how it blends into your actual face. So I can't say anything else. I mean, it's beautiful. The color is amazing. It's just a really pretty goldy peach shade, and I think anyone can wear it. I'm just gonna kind of breeze through these lip products. Really love this Makeup Forever 3C liner. It's just a really pretty nude. I have it on today, and then I put a gloss over it. Then I have two lipsticks that I am crazy about, and these are actually MAC lipsticks. One is MAC So Select, which is that. And then the second one is, I don't even want to swatch this because it stains the out of my hands, out of anywhere that you put it. This is D for Danger. I just did a tutorial with that. That's what it looks like. They're both really beautiful mattes. They're not drying or uncomfortable in any way. It's just a really amazing product. I mean, MAC lipsticks are just, let's be honest, they're amazing. And then considering the price too, you can't really go wrong. So yeah, that's all I have to say about them. Y'all know what the deal is. I have 3 more products for makeup. This is their MAC's Brightening and Corrector. I don't remember what the hell it's called, but it's their corrector concealer duo. I use both of these. I actually haven't used my Sephora correctors in about a week or so, just because my skin has been, not my skin, my under eye circles have been a little bit darker, and I feel like these do a better job at correcting. It's a little heavier, let's just say that. So if you're wanting something that's light and natural, I would say the Sephora correctors are awesome. They do have great coverage and pigmentation. These are just a little bit thicker, and so I feel like I get more coverage from that. And then that leads me on to the next favorite. I went back to the Prolonged Wear Corrector, I'm sorry, concealer. I wear the shade NC20. I stopped wearing this when I started working for Sephora, so it's been about 7 months. And then I tried to go back to it, but when I used it, it just felt really drying under my eyes. It wasn't cute, it didn't sit well, and I'm like, no, I can't. So I just sat there. Recently I changed my eye cream. It's a little bit more hydrating, a thicker formula, and I have noticed a significant difference under my eyes. And I said, let's try it again. So I have been using this for a few weeks now, and it holds up really well. And I'm really happy with it. It doesn't feel drying anymore, which is great because it was one of my favorites. I really loved it, and I can use it again. Last 2 makeup items. Quickly, the YSL Touche Éclat Le Tint Radiance Awakening Foundation. This is in the shade B45C. B45. It's super beautiful. It looks flawless. It looks like your skin is like filtered. I feel like when you guys ask me about my skincare, most of the time I'm wearing that foundation. Everything just, no, I lied. It's one of the foundations I get most compliments on. But everything just looks really smooth and blurred out, just like you filtered your face. I would say that this is not a foundation that you would wear more than 9 hours. I've noticed that when I wear it, for example, on Thursdays, those are 14-hour days for me. I know, it's really long. I literally go to my full-time job, then go straight to Sephora, and I'm there till like 9. When I've worn it on my Thursdays, probably like hour 10, it just kind of starts to separate my T-zone. I tend to get oily in my T-zone, and it's just, you see it. So it's not one of those products I would say it's long wearing, but it definitely has great coverage. It looks beautiful. It feels great. It smells like luxury. And I highly recommend it. I mean, it's beautiful. I have nothing bad to say about it. I would just say that if you're planning on wearing it for more than 9 hours, you may have to touch up. That's it. You may have to touch up. That's it. The final makeup item is this NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint, and I love this stuff. I have it in the shade medium 1, St. Moritz, and I literally have been alternating between my YSL and the NARS Skin Tint. The NARS Skin Tint gives you full coverage. People can say medium, but honestly it's full coverage. It has a really beautiful velvety finish, and it wears forever. Like this stuff, I wore it the other day, and I probably had it on for well over 11 hours, and it just looked really pretty, smooth, even. I have nothing bad to say about it. Oh, I lied. There is one thing that drives me nuts. It smells. It legit smells. Like, their tinted moisturizer smells clean, fresh, has like a little hint of like almost like a fruit scent. I don't know. This smells chemically. It smells like cleaning supplies. Oh, I know what it smells like. Do you guys know the eraser boards, the ones that you can write on with a pen, the spray to clean that? That's what this smells like. This is exactly what it smells like. And I don't know if that's how they all smell, but this one straight up smells like that spray for the eraser board. Once you apply it, the smell goes away. It doesn't bother me. So I think if it was something I could constantly smell, I'd be like, I'm not gonna wear that as much as I love it. But it does go away, and it is really beautiful, and I do recommend it. Okay, I have a few skincare items I'm going to mention. I'm not going to go into great detail about them because I had actually filmed my makeup routine for night and day, but for whatever reason when I went to upload it, it just wasn't uploading. So I was having issues with it. I just deleted it. I'm like, I'll do it again, no big deal. So I do show you guys, or I will show you guys how I use these items, but I'm just gonna quickly touch up on them to tell you guys why I love them. Okay, the first thing is this Caudalie grape water. This is what it looks like. This I wouldn't consider like an everyday skincare item. This is a product that I use when my skin is dry. So like after I do my makeup, if I feel like there's some dryness, it's normally like in my cheek area. It's just weird. So if and when I am dry, I have been grabbing this and just spraying it on top of my makeup and also before my makeup. So sometimes in the morning after I do my skincare routine, I'll feel like my skin is dry, and I'll just take that spray, set it, go into the kitchen, do my coffee, come back, do my makeup, and then set my makeup with this stuff again. It is so beautiful, so comfortable. It dries, it does not disrupt your makeup. I don't think it makes your makeup last longer, but I mean, it doesn't make it wear any faster either. So it is definitely a great item to have, especially for you drier girls. It's 6.7 fluid ounces and it's $22, which isn't bad. The next item I'm going to talk about also serves as a primer for my makeup, and I've been using the Vitamin Enriched Face Base by Bobbi Brown. I've had this probably for about 3 weeks now. It smells so good. As you guys can maybe see, I have used a nice amount of it. This stuff is very rich. It smells like oranges, and it's amazing because it is meant to control oil. So this is a beautiful product for my oily girls. I'm oily in my T-zone, so I take this and I literally just rub it into my T-zone. It really does keep my makeup on for a long time. I've tried it with foundations that don't wear really well, on me at least, and I do notice that they wear a little bit better. With my regular foundations that I absolutely love to wear regularly, I just feel like they hold up better. And honestly, guys, it's definitely worth it. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but again, I've had mine for a while, and I just scoop it out with my finger and massage it where I need it, and it lasts a long time. So I don't see me running out of this anytime soon. And I will tell you, right now at Sephora, this is actually one of their 100-point perks. Clearly it's a little travel size, but I'm almost like, let me buy just anything so that I can get a little one for when I travel. That's how much I love it. Okay, this item I guess doesn't fall under skincare, but a few weeks ago my husband had a work party, and my legs are not tan. I'm clearly not tanning, and while I am a little bit darker, come on now, it's mostly makeup. So this is the Becca Luminous Body Perfecting Mousse in the shade Palm Beach. I got this over the summer, but come on, over the summer I was deliciously tan. My legs were tan. There was no need for this. So I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to it and I'm gonna use it. Eventually I will need it. The day came, ladies and gentlemen. I use this, I wore a dress and I was like, oh, my legs are really, really pale. And I didn't want to wear tights, so I use this. It just looks like a natural tan. It does not come off on your clothes. It blends so smoothly. It probably reminds me of, and I haven't tried this yet, but I've seen that Benefit self-tanner thing, and that looks good. And you guys know I'm not a huge fan of Benefit, but I see that and I'm like, oh yeah, that looks really good. So that's what this reminds me of. This is not a permanent tan. This isn't something that's going to wear for a few days. This is legit an emergency, let me, you know, tan myself up a little bit and then be out the door kind of product. So I really do like this. And it is buildable, so you can get a darker tan. Now we're gonna move into my skincare. It's not all of it. It is some things that I really love that make me sad too, because they're very expensive and I'm gonna have to repurchase these. Okay. The first thing is, like I mentioned, I did change my eye cream, and this is a Peter Thomas Roth Clinical Skincare Mega Rich Intensive Anti-Aging Eye Cream. It's a mouthful. This is what the packaging looks like. It is definitely a richer, thicker formula. I am very dry under my eyes. Super, super, super dry. Always have been very dry under my eyes. I have noticed that with this product, if you guys take a look, my under eye area does not look as dry. Normally, right where your crow's feet are, you would see that there is some texture, lines, definition. I have noticed that by using this product, it looks a little bit smoother. It doesn't look dry. My makeup goes on smoother. The overall appearance of my under eyes has definitely improved, and I haven't been using it all that long, but I do see progress. So it's $65. The jar is not humongous. You do get a lot of product, and considering that you really don't pile on a lot of product under your eyes, like you just literally just tap into it, apply it, and call it a day. This is not a product that you would scoop out and pile on, but I really do enjoy this. I had a sample of the Bobbi Brown eye cream, and I asked my skin girl what she thought about it, and she's like, it's really great for hydration, but it does not have any anti-aging properties in it. I'm big on anti-aging properties, in any of my products. I'm 32, and I really want to make sure that I preserve my skin. I mean, that's really important to me. So with that being said, if you're wanting a very hydrating eye cream, something that's going to not disrupt your makeup and really just improve the overall appearance of your eyes, I would definitely recommend that eye cream. I'm gonna start with probably the more recent purchase. It's actually on its way along with, I didn't bring it. Okay, let me talk about the Sunday Riley Good Genes Serum. I did not bring it down with me. No, I did not bring it down with me, and I meant to grab it. It is such a freaking good product. It's very expensive, but when I use it, like, so I tend to break out my chin area. When I'm breaking out and I use my Exfoliate, which is this guy here, I was gonna mention it. I don't think you guys can see it, but I'm down here in this with this product. I freaking love this stuff. This is the best exfoliator that I've ever tried. This is a pricey item. It is $65 and it's 2 fluid ounces. You really go through this kind of fast. You'll use it twice a week. The Good Genes, I believe, is $105 for a fluid ounce. But if you do want to see results in your skin, if you are someone that has problematic skin or someone that's aging and wants to delay the signs of aging or wants to correct some of the signs of aging, these 2 products are phenomenal, and you will see a significant change in your skin, in the way it looks, in the way it feels. You know, you can use the Good Genes under your eyes as well. So I do, I put it under my eyes, and you guys will see a significant result. That's all I can tell you, but it is amazing. Okay, another Kate Somerville product. I know, it's gonna be pricey. This is the Kate Somerville Daily Deflector Moisturizer, Broad Spectrum SPF 50. And this is an anti-aging sunscreen. I wear sunscreen all the time. There's just no way I would walk out of the house without sunscreen, and the reason is I have hyperpigmentation in my cheeks. And for those of you that speak Spanish and go, what the is hyperpigmentation? Manchas. Y'all know what manchas are, right? I have them on my cheeks, and luckily it looks like a contour. I have freckles. I don't know if you guys will be able to make this up. Probably. I have a spot here that I had for a really long time. I had to get it lasered because it just kept growing and growing and growing. So it's, the bulk of it is gone, but it's still there. And if I'm out in the sun and don't have sunscreen, and even when I do have sunscreen on, you definitely start to see that I have new freckles. I am very sensitive to the sun now, and it sucks, but I just have to make sure that I always use sunscreen and that I always take care of my skin. So this is a really awesome product. It's an oil-free moisturizer. A little bit goes a long way. It is $65 as I mentioned, but you are getting a moisturizer, sun protection, and also anti-aging properties in one product. So it's definitely worth the investment. And then the last skincare product I'm going to mention, this is the most recent purchase that I've made. I needed to replenish my Kate Somerville Good Genes. I bought like a smaller sample set that they have of the Luna oil and the Good Genes, which both are amazing. And I ran out of my Good Genes, so I had to buy the full size. Along with that, I ordered the Josie Maran Pure Argan Milk Intensive Hydrating Treatment. As I have mentioned, I am very dry, and I'm not gonna throw this away because when I get my big one, I'm just gonna put some in there and carry it when I travel. So I bought the two fluid ounces, and that was $80. I started using this when my husband and I went to Atlanta just recently. I needed a moisturizer and something that was small that I can just throw in my bag. And I had this sample, I'm like, let's just take this. My skin the following day was very hydrated, very smooth. It looked glowy. I mean, I noticed an instant change. I'm like, no, really? Kept using it. same results. And I felt like my skin was really hydrated. And you guys know that when you travel and you're on a plane, your skin tends to get a little dry. I didn't see any of that. Like, it just looked so good. So I had to definitely get it. Again, I went to my skin girl and I said, what do you think about this? And she said, it's amazing for hydration. You're going to see that your skin really absorbs it. And then during times where you need extra hydration, you can put that on and then go in with a heavier moisturizer. She's like, it's great. That's all she had to say. Got it. So the last thing I want to mention is the Sephora Color Switch by Vera Mona. I've seen something similar to this on Instagram. I don't know who makes it, but it's basically a dry sponge. It has texture, it's a little rough, and you use this with your dirty brushes. And so you just kind of rub the brush back and forth, and this is going to help not cleanse your brush, but just really remove the shadow so that you can go in and use a separate eyeshadow. So this one's probably, it's actually cream, son of a seahorse. Let me grab a different brush. Okay, so as you guys see, there's shadow on this one. It's legit shadow, it's not cream. So you just take it and you rub it back and forth. And this is, again, is meant to remove some of your shadow so you can go ahead and use it with something else. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The brush is clean. And again, it's not clean to where you could use it as a clean brush. You wouldn't use this after like a gig or if you're doing makeup on somebody else. This is just like a quick solution. Like if you are busy and you don't want to use 3 brushes on one person, this is just like a quick fix. Like, okay, we're gonna use that in your crease. Now we're gonna clean it and go in with the color in the outer corner, or we're gonna use something different on the under eye. That's what this would be for. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys have any questions or any recommendations, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, really quick, let me know if you guys want me to do a tutorial on this look. I just quickly did something today. I wasn't planning on doing it, and I think I may have to change my lighting because I feel like all of my looks always look really similar and light, when in reality, they're different. And this is a lot darker than it's showing up on camera. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any recommendations, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.